So this is another quick look at a budget controller for the PlayStation 4. This one is the at-play compact wired PlayStation 4 controller. It's, again, much like the Ardistel Blackfire and the Hori Game Pad Mini, and as well as the Lorego, it's one of those budget PlayStation 4 controllers. This one, much like the Ardistel Blackfire and the Hori Game Pad Mini, is a licensed product. As it says in the description, this is a compact controller. As you may have noticed, it's slightly smaller than your average PlayStation 4 controller, DualShock. Because of that, the shell is a little small. This was clearly designed for, smaller hands and children in mind. It has it has everything you would come to expect from a controller. All the, the X, circle, triangle, square buttons are here. Dual sticks, analog triggers here. The buttons. One of the main differences is that the options button is down here and the share buttons as well. The home button is right here. One of the things that makes it slightly different from the other controllers is that this one here is a genuine, legit touchpad. It's not just a button, like for example you see in the Hori or the Lorego controller. It's a genuine touchpad. I've already tested it with a couple of Blu-ray movies, and you can do this and this to skip forward in the movie and so forth. So it's got all the exact features you want. So on and on, what do I think about it? As a budget controller, to be honest, I do enjoy it. It's fairly comfortable in my hands, even though my hands are a little big. The placement of the buttons are fine. It produces a good sound, triggers and so forth. I've been playing it with a couple of games. It does okay. It's, like I said, a wired controller. Since it's officially licensed, it usually works out of the box. If not, you can just go to the AtPlay website and download the latest firmware update and do it all for PC. But on and on, it is, fairly compact. If I were to get this, if you had to choose, for example, between the Hori Game Pad Mini and the AtPlay compact controller, for a kid, maybe go with this one. Probably a better choice. I kind of enjoy my time with this. Maybe the button placement on the triggers is a little too close for my taste, and while I understand that they had to cut space from here, they decided to put the options and the share button here. But it sometimes makes it a little awkward because I have to move my thumb over here to press options or share, when in the other controls I could just press up here. But again, to make it more compact, they had to obviously cut corners. So if you are looking for a budget controller, this is only slightly more expensive than the Hori Game Pad Mini. It should get you around 39 euros. Whereas the Hori is around 34 in some establishments. And for what it's worth, it's a good buy. It's a decent buy. It's very comfortable. Like I said, it has a functioning touchpad. It will not work with certain games that have, motion sensing and whatnot. Even though now, if you need to do gestures, it does okay job. Oh, almost forgot. There's also an audio jack here, though I never actually got around to test it. And other than that, it's an okay controller for what it is. The grip is just okay. I've been playing for a couple of hours. It does not show a lot of wear and tear. The buttons have a nice click. The triggers too. It's decent. The PlayStation button here. Again, if you can get past the annoyance of having to move your finger over here to press the options and share button, it is a solid buy. On and on, it is a decent budget controller. I'd say it's certainly better if as a gift for your kid or someone with smaller hands and you want a spare controller, I would definitely pick this one over the Hori Game Pad Mini. And no offense to the Hori Game Pad Mini, but this one, just the fact that this one has a legit touchpad puts it above the competition. Same with the Ardistel. So if you wanted a viable, cheap alternative, this one is pretty decent. I recommend it.